Welcome to the Lightning Room. Our live chat will be launching July the 11th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And in the meantime, here's some quotes to ponder. Here's one from George Orwell. Where did it come from? Perhaps one did not want to be loved so much as to be understood. That comes from George Orwell's dystopian classic 1984, which centers around the dangers of nationalism, censorship, and totalitarianism. But the author also deftly dissects what it means to be a human. In the moment of clarity, the author's protagonist, Winston Smith, recognizes that all people, even his enemies, have an intrinsic desire for connection. With this line, he observes that even love itself can be lacking without the true understanding to give it depth. Deep there. Here's another quote. In a time of destruction, create something. That's from Maxine Hong Kingston. During the late 1960s, the U.S. was in the throes of the devastating Vietnam War, and anti-protest rocked the nation. That's when author Maxine Hong Kingston started writing her award-winning memoir, The Women Warrior, Memoirs of a Girlhood Among Ghosts. It was based on her upbringing as a Chinese American in California. In a time of unrest, Kingston processed her thoughts and emotions by creating. Published in 1976, the book went on to have a great impact on literature, uniquely blending folklore and autobiography to tackle complex issues such as immigration and feminism during a period of cultural revolution. Another great quote. If you're always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can be. And that comes from Maya Angelou. Miss Maya Angelou's life was anything but normal. At the age of 16, she became the first Black woman to drive a San Francisco cable car. Later, after training as a dancer, actress, and singer, she toured with the musical Porgy and Bess. She also recorded an album of calypso music, wrote and acted in plays, composed films, sounds, and organized protests against racial discrimination. Though she is now known primarily as a poet and an autobiographer, she never limited herself to just one identity. Even Miss Angelou's writing practice might seem a bit eccentric. She would check herself into a hotel room in the morning with a legal pad, a deck of cards, the Bible, a dictionary, and a bottle of sherry, and write all the way until early afternoon. The goal, as she put it, was to enchant herself, to relieve the agony, the anguish, and to feel at last the ecstatic relief of telling her own truth. Well said, ma'am. Here's the last one. Music is one of the healthiest forms of transcendence and magic, and that is by Moby. After more than 3 decades in the music industry, the multi-talented recording artist Moby shared his insight about his craft in an interview in 2016. The musician had struggled with substance abuse early in his career before exploring healthier lifestyles and avenues of spiritual satisfaction, including music itself. Music, he reflected, can operate as such a powerful and profound healing modality, even though technically it has no material substance. But somehow we can make you dance, it can make you cry, it can make you sing, it can make you drive across a country, it can make you do all sorts of things. Well, that is the absolute truth. Thanks for joining us here for a second at the Lightning Room. We will see you on July the 11th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for our live chat. Thank you, and we'll see you then.